Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Call of the Wild for another, maybe a last Saturday hunt spree for a little while. I just have a lot of stuff going up on the Hunt Club, although nothing to actually collect, so I don't know why that was going off. Just want to see. I don't think we have any new skills or perks. No, nothing there. Okay. But we're all geared up, and today we're going to go just on a little bit of fun. So what we're going to do is go into... There we go. I don't know why that didn't want to load up for me. We're going to have a little fun, hop in the ATV, and just do a lot of driving around, have some stupid fun. There we are, all bundled up for the Medved Taiga. And do I want to set anywhere as a waypoint? Let me look at the map. Oh, there's something up there that I can see, but maybe we'll set... That's the waypoint, and just follow along this road if we can here. Oh, that's our startle call. I thought there was a horn. Maybe not. We'll just drive along, hit a few lookouts, enjoy some views. Just a little wind-down session. Look, we got something here. Wild boar. We could, but I think I'd rather just go for a little bit of a drive out here in the wilderness. And it gives me a little weekly recap of the channel, how things are going, and stuff like that. So how are we doing? Well, we started our Sang Froid Sundays, and this will be, I believe, the second week of it. Yeah, episode 5 went up just this past Sunday, and we're going to continue that along until we do bring the story to its end. I admit there'll probably be some parts where I need to stop and do some adjustments here or there. Or I might have to try a few times on a level before I get it. But I'll definitely keep you guys well included as we go along with things. Oh. Okay, so I've been up this far at least. And we got a few more things. Let's head up to the next. I don't think the vegetation clues are really all that helpful, if I'm honest. Another musk deer. Well, I say another, although I haven't actually spotted any yet. This is just looking around a little bit to see what's out there. So yeah, Sang Froid is going good. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine has also just wrapped up, so that's another series that I think I wanted more out of it than the game could really provide. I think if you had a way to adjust the stories more with your own input, it probably would have been more enjoyable. I almost thought this was a house for a moment. Like a little cabin, but no, it's just a giant boulder tucked in the middle here. What prints do we got around here? More musk deer? Nope, more boar. Ooh, but look at the way the trees are bent here. That's a really unusual pattern. I'll get the shotgun out, just in case of anything, though I doubt it'll really be an issue. But yeah, look at the way the trees are bent out like this. Maybe we can follow them. Maybe there is something like a little crater, because I can't remember what the name of the crater is, but there's a really there's a famous one in Russia where you can see all the trees were kind of killed and bent back like this, where it almost looks like the outskirts of a blast radius. Oh, well, I've been there. That was part of a story mission. There's not really anything to do with that anymore, though. Yeah, so those ones look like they're drooping that way, so there'd be something right in the middle-ish around here. Well, everything's kind of standing straight. Oh, well, there's another one that's bent back like that. Although nothing really that I thought. Thought maybe they'd try including like a little Easter egg of a meteorite crater or something, but I guess not. Because, yeah, they just kind of bend in all directions now, unfortunately. I thought that would have been a cool little thing could pursue and maybe find. But anyway, back to the ATV. We'll keep working towards that lookout. Anyway, back onto where the water tastes like wine. I know I get sidetracked a lot, but I'll try be better this episode to reel things back in of sorts. It doesn't have as much interactiveness as I'd like. I do think it almost feels more like a good mobile game where you don't need to have such depth or real gameplay in it, where you could kind of just use this little time killer. So that series wrapped up actually just yesterday, I believe, because it should be going up on the 7th. So that wrapped up. Tabs. I'll have to see about the feedback, because I don't know if that was a boar or something I just heard. Let me get some... Could have just been ambience too, but I don't know. It sounded like a long squeal or something. I don't see anything really from that direction, though. Okay. Yeah, so back onto the thing. Tabs were up to episode 6, and depending on the feedback I get from any of the episodes I've done so far, I might either keep going with a few more episodes of Tabs and do some of the workshop stuff and some user-created content, or I may do a little bit of Tab G, which is... Oh, there's actually... No, well... The wind is screwing us over to be able to get that one called in, so we probably won't go for that links. But I might do Tab G as another little mini-series, and just do a few episodes of that. Because I'm not a big fan of the Battle Royale genre. I feel like it kind of has come and spent its time here. It's probably going to start sliding out, and the only reason I think Fortnite really took off was because you had basically Minecraft with gunplay. That's all Fortnite really boiled down to. Hell, you even use a giant pickaxe of sorts to collect resources in that for it. If I ever... Well, see, no, I can't even say I would play that, because until the Epic Game Store... Won't go into it. Epic Game Store, I don't approve what they're doing, how they're doing their thing, so I won't be playing any of their games on the channel until they do some actually unshady shit, in my opinion. Do some upfront, honest, and actual good with their shop. But that aside, so I don't rant into that, that's probably going to be the next mini-series, is either Tab G or some more episodes of Tabs. I've also got Don't Starve Shipwreck, that's going to be a long, ongoing one. I know it's probably going to be one that'll make a lot of people facepalm, because they are probably much, much better at the game than I am. But that's one that I'll keep slowly working away on, learning new stuff as I come across it, and if you guys have any comments, we'll build up together and get that going much. Okay, well, we had a few things we spooked with the ATV going, because that was a brown bear. And I kind of would like... I think that's another brown bear, to be honest, but I don't know. Well, I've got the big gun out, so if we do get close enough, we can try using this. Oh, that's a musk deer call, though. Let me just double check the code for the brown bears. That's okay, that's only a 3, so we'll probably have to use the bow and arrow. Hopefully get a good shot off, but we'll see what we can exactly find. Excuse me? How are my arrows not hitting it? Well, okay, that one did. What the hell was that? 3 arrows. Literally aimed right at it. And they... What happened? this is where I tell you, the game... I'm glad I'm kind of putting the Call of the Wild onto a little hiatus, because that made no sense. Nothing should have stopped any of those arrows from reaching it. And it's not like it was aimed low or high. You saw that. That was dead center in the screen, or in the middle of the screen, so... Actually, that's one of the reasons I have with Call of the Wild needing more proper hit detection improvements. But this has always needed those. The game has always, even back in the Hunter Classic, it seemed to have issues with that. We'll see if we can't find that brown bear. Surprised how little damage we actually took for that, to be honest. I thought we'd get more health taken off, given we were charged by a brown bear. Well, I won't complain... Well, actually, I will complain too much, because so many of those shots should have landed on it. Anyway, where was I? Well, that might be it right there. Let's see, is it the unicorn bear with an arrow in her? Can't really see. Yeah, that's the one I need. It's right here. Yeah, so let me look... What the hell's going on here? Okay, look at what's happening here. Like, how do the bow and arrows work if those shots went high? I don't know. This is where I really feel like the game has got a lot of stuff going wrong with it. We'll try getting it in and just putting it out. Yeah, so going to be glad that Call of the Wild's taking a little break. I do have to figure out a new Saturday or well, no, Sunday I have Sang Froid going still, so that's good. That'll keep going until the stories ends, and I honestly don't know how many more episodes it'll take, so... Sunday is all planned out. Same with Tuesday and Thursday with our Don't Starve Shipwreck series. Moonlighter, this coming week is probably going to be the season finales of it. Where, well, episode 7 and then 8, and that'll round out that season. And then I gotta figure out what else I'll be doing for a series on the channel. If you guys have any suggestions, be sure to leave me a comment letting me know if there's anything you'd like to see in particular. I'm always on the lookout to try to figure out something a little new or different I could add onto the channel. Yeah, I feel like using the bow and arrow... I don't know why all the shots seem to be going high, maybe? But then that doesn't make sense unless the arc is a lot different than how it's being perceived through the UI or what you're displayed with. Because the only way I should see you being able to get a vertical gain upwards would be if you're actually aiming upwards with it. Let's see if we can't get that brown bear. Don't think it's gone too far. We just have to keep our ears open for it. I do have to admit, if you are going to pick up any hunting game, definitely have headphones for it. Because being able to hear left and right more than speakers is so helpful in trying to pinpoint where things are coming in from. That's a very low bleed rate. Oh, well. Didn't even realize we were this close to one of the musk deer. And... okay, well that's a vital hit on her. So she should be going down in just a moment. We'll get our bow and arrow back out. Yeah, there she is. Just went down over there. Like some weapons, it does seem like the hit detection is a lot proper for what you'd expect. But rifles, in the most part. I haven't really tried the handguns. I don't think I really will try handguns. I feel more like a traditionalist hunter of anything. Like bolt-action weaponry. Yeah, that one, although... I'm surprised didn't really get the heart in there, but... that one I won't complain too much about. That seemed to be a proper detected hit. So, let's try to find back the brown bear. Wait, this is a male. I thought we were tracking a female. Well, that must mean that we did come across two different bears. One must have an arrow stuck in its head somewhere still. I think. Actually, no, this is a much older blood trail. Because the ones we were just at were a lot lower health than that. Let's try heading back. Oh, just the trees creaking and groaning a little bit. Okay, yeah, here we go. This might be closer to what we were after. That's a run. Yeah, there we go. 25 to 50%. So that was where we got the hit in. Try to follow along there. Yeah, so that was where we spotted the musk deer over there, and this is the one we want to follow. And there we go. Get the bow out just in case, because you never know. Still very low. So it's possible it's still roaming around somewhere. Yeah, nothing out on the ice. Can't really see any movement in the tree line right now. Let's see. Satan was still in a run. It's possible that might have started turning itself around on where it was headed. Yeah, started to trot from here, so it's less spooked. There's another track of it down there, too. So still trotting, then looks like it came up around there, started going this way. And back up this way now. The Kijina Anatolia. Oh, yeah, there it is, right up there. So, we'll bag that, and then probably drive our way up towards that lookout tower again. How many arrows did you take? Just one? No, you got two. No, I'm not although I'm surprised at the depth when you compare, like, that one just in, but that one went deeper in, like, I would think this one would have had more depth, but, like I said, I don't know, the game feels like it has some work that still needs to be done technical side. Overall, though, that's another couple of animals bagged, and we'll just make our way for the ATV, and then continue on our way. So, where was I before all that? Right, game suggestions for the channel. Come the 11th... Ooh. Oh, there's another musk deer we might be able to gag. Bag, not gag. We're not on our... This is a mostly family-friendly channel. This might be a PG channel, to be honest. I don't think it's entire family, but we're not going to be looking at getting that into a mature channel here. But yeah, on the 11th, Total War Warhammer 2 is going to be releasing another DLC, and I think I might pick... Well, actually, I know I will be picking it up, but maybe I will be trying to put it onto the channel, but I'll do it as something like another weekend series, or a Saturday series. Because, well, I mean, I do suck at the gameplay, but I still really am enjoying the Warhammer universe quite a bit. Not the 40,000, because, honestly, if you have a grim, dark setting, why bother if it's always grim and dark? That never really drew me, but I kind of like the way Total War has taken the universe in a way. All these different factions and people that can interact in wars and battles, and it just made for a really good setting of sorts for that kind of universe. I just heard it around here. I wonder if I could even get a warning call from it if we... Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe we'll just hop onto the ATV and keep going for a little longer. This one will probably just be another half-hour series or so. But yeah, back, because I keep getting sidetracked, and we're going to laser focus on in now. Do you really have to disprove my point literally 10 seconds after I said it? Yeah, Kijina Anatolia, or something like that. There's so much bush, I don't think we'll be able to spot it, and there's actually not a call you can use to... Ooh. Well, that's something interesting. We'll head that way, but if you have any suggestions for what you might like to see go onto the channel, or any genres or games you'd like to see covered, be sure to leave me a little comment so I know. Oh. Oh, that's... Wait, that was a reindeer? Where was the musk deer, then? Yeah, leave me a comment about anything you'd like to see me cover. I still got a few games in my Steam inventory or my Steam library that I'll probably try squeezing episodes and things in on. I wish I could afford a capture card, because right now I'm playing through Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and though I'm collecting all the light bowguns I can as I've been playing the offline village quests, if I do start into the Hunter's Hub quest series, I would like to be able to kind of show my progression trying the heavy bowguns out. And actually, Monster Hunter World might be a series I'll do on the channel again, and just cover starting with heavy bowguns. I actually have a video in mind of looking into the theory of sorts on whether a bowgun actually could work in a way, or how the bowguns work exactly. Not control schemes, but mechanically speaking. Because it's weird that you have a bow and a gun mixture in there. How do the two actually combine to manage properly or work properly? So that's something I'll probably look at trying to put out in a while, though. For now, I'm just going to get some more series started with the channel, get those up, and keep trying to build our subscriber base up. We seem to be hitting a bit of a subscriber wall of sorts. Right now, we're at 29, and we've been held there for a little while now. Ooh, that's an antler shed worth a few experience points on its own. And before, the block was at 23. So thankfully, we managed to get ourselves up to another little milestone of close to 10 more. And I'm hoping as we just keep going along, keep putting content out, we'll eventually build our way up. It might be slow, but I'm sure we can keep it steady as long as we keep content going out. My record schedule is always going to be on at least one video per day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There are some days, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where if I do a mini-series, I'd like to probably try to squeeze 2 videos per day. Makes me wonder... Ooh, yeah, we can see inside there, but there's nothing really in there, is there? Nope. We got really far sidetracked from the ATV. So how long do I want to make this episode? Maybe we'll go towards 40 minutes. So next, we'll just hop on the ATV and make our way off for that lookout. Try not to get too distracted on the way, even though that seems to be my weakness. Ooh, sun's coming out. Brighten everything up after a little bit of exploring. Yeah, so that's a little bit of what's going on with the channel. I am always eager to hear feedback of any kind. I know I might not always comment the most on some of my videos. Well, I have to wait for comments to come in to be able to comment on them. But even if you want to engage me, just ask any question, a like, dislike, anything you want to give feedback-wise, I'm always eager for. I know it is very early on for how the channel's going for the amount of subscribers and views, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep putting videos out. I'm going to ignore things like the adpocalypse or what's trending on YouTube, or... I'm not a view chaser. I'm going to do what I want to do because I just want to do it. I think that's maybe something YouTube needs to return to, and also YouTube should respect of its video creators and uploaders again. I won't talk too much about the ad revenue stuff or that, because I'm not really want to go into it. If I can, I'd prefer not to have to deal with that at all, and find some other way if I could make a living off the channel. I doubt I will, but... like I say, it's all just stuff up in the air, and I'm thinking about, and gives me something to talk about as we drive along through here. Yeah, so the biggest thing I'm just looking for the channel is more subscribers, more survivors to our community. Oh, look at that. Something else. Oh, is this another outpost? It is. Look at that, we found another thing we didn't even know was here. Another outpost, so we have another place we can go to whenever we... well, if we ever come back to this series. Call of the Wild's good, but it still has some points that can be frustrating, like the hit detection and aiming with the bow and arrow. I feel like it tries to launch the arrow in more of a parabolic arc than how you're supposed to be aiming, or how you would imagine it to let the arrow go. Like, maybe it's just me, but if you go back in this video, you might see that a bit, so... yeah, hard to say. Just get our way up. It's way up there, so we just gotta step on the gas a little bit. But man, look at how beautiful this is, though. I love the looks of the taiga. It really captures that snowy winter forest that... Sorry about that. That so few games seem to really incorporate that well, or take advantage of that well. I thought we'd try and see if we could get something right there. Not the most ethical way to hunt, to be honest. And I don't even think we hit anything, because I don't see any... Oh, no, we did get... Did we get 2 hits off? Maybe we'll try and see. Yeah, it sounds like there's something... It really does sound like something is stuck running against something here. I don't think it's the wind. Trying to see. Yeah, something's definitely going on around here, but I don't know what it is exactly. It really does sound like something is stuck against a tree or a rock and is just constantly running. Okay. There's a musk deer. And there was a moose that I just took a shot at. Yeah, I really feel... Sounds like something is just stuck over here somewhere. I wonder if an animal even slipped underneath the map somehow. And I wouldn't put it past the game of having that happen as a glitch. Because I've seen a lot of wonky pathing and AI in the game so far. Well, let's see if we can kind of figure out if I actually did hit that moose around here or not. So far it seems like a negative. Yeah, nothing really around here. Brown bear? I didn't see a brown bear. Yeah, nothing's really standing out as anything to me. Well, I know that sound, so there is a brown bear somewhere around here, and the train is so annoying to try going around, too. Yeah, I think we missed on that moose we spotted. Oh, well, there was a musk deer. And I'm going to head the ATV, hit the lookout, and then probably end things off here. Like I say, I don't actually really hunt using that method. I just figure so that way there's something happening in the video for you guys. But if you're around this way, this long, I have to say kudos for sticking around. But yeah, this'll... Nope. That was odd. God damn it. Yeah, because you have to have a wobble on it as well. Whatever. We're going to get the ATV, head up to the lookout, and end things off. Like I say, if you do get this far in the video, my advice, do not take this startle call. It is worthless. I've never really found it to actually help you at all. It doesn't immediately stop an animal's animations when you press it, so they'll keep walking and then stop and then spring off of basically as soon as they stop, because the duration seems to start as soon as you use the call. Yeah, so I gotta go this way anyway, so let's get driving. So it seems the countdown for when the animal will stop and look around starts as soon as you use it, but because the animal's in the middle of a walk animation, it can still wear and completely negate that, so it's pointless. Another thing is, I'd probably have to say the vegetation tracks, you don't really know what exactly made them. Like, and the fur variation doesn't seem to be anything overly worth it, in my opinion, either. Maybe if you're more of a veteran, you'll find them useful, but if you're going to just level out and take your time with the game, I wouldn't put any points really past anything here or here. Save those and either put them somewhere back here, or probably better yet into the ambusher tree to get a better balanced mix for what's useful for you. Well, looks like there are a few things that are going to be around this lookout. I sent the musk deer running up this way. Yeah, there it is. And we won't try going after anything else. We're just going to get up here. Get up here, enjoy the little scenery, and that'll probably be it for this episode. Up we go. I have to admit, though, for as much as I can have issues with the game, I just can't get over how beautiful it is and how immersive it can be when everything goes right. Because there are moments and times where you really do get everything right in the game. It's just when it goes wrong, it feels like it breaks everything else around it. Oh, duck our heads a little bit, maybe. Although I don't know if you'd put tourist plaques like this up in a remote area here, but look at that view. That's what I love about Call of the Wild, is you feel like you're really out in these remote areas when everything lines up properly. Yeah, so there's a few things around us, nothing too big. Another outpost over there I'll probably get eventually. Or we'll go along maybe on a stream, or whenever the series comes back, we'll do something. But in the meantime, I want to thank anybody who's actually lasted this long for sticking with the video, and I hope you had a little update into how the channel's been going. If you do want to support the channel, think about giving us a subscription. We're always welcoming new people, new survivors, and we're happy to grow all together as a community. And if you do like any of the videos, be sure to leave a comment or a like. It helps me get a little feedback on what series to keep going with, or ones to let take a little rest. But until I see you guys in the next video, please remember, survivors, to take care and stay alive.